only 3 of 32 of those shootings were committed by transgender shooters.
CNN has proven itself to be wholly inaccurate in all kinds of things for the last 10 years, perpetrators of the Russia hoax, and that we didn't have an open border. So I'm going to stick with the facts and not CNN's pseudo-facts.
We can't stick with your facts because they're not accurate.
We have a few clips to hop into of a CNN host shredding a Trump official over the facts of this Minneapolis shooting, as they of course scramble to defend guns at all costs. So if you can, take a moment, leave us a like on the video, gives us a boost in the algorithm. We really appreciate it, and it only takes a second, and we'll get right to the debate.
96% of attackers when you're looking at the U.S. Secret Service National Threat Assessment Center, looking at 172 mass attacks in the U.S. between 2016 and 2020, 96% were non-trans men. So I know you're focusing on this shooter being trans. The shooter was trans, and that is certainly of note. But are you missing the bigger picture here when you zero in on that instead of more broadly these school shooters as an epidemic, and you perhaps miss the through line that connects them all?
Well, no, because your facts obfuscate two things. You are using data based upon the predominant gun violence, which is gang-on-gang violence with zero ideological content.
It's just obfuscation. We know that 0.08% of mass shootings from 2013 to 2025 have been from transgender individuals. Meanwhile, 98% of mass shootings are males, the overwhelming amount white males. Yo, why are the trans shooters some epidemic, but white shooters aren't? Explain that to me. It's all whatever they can do, again, to make it some sort of culture war issue that they feel like they can win, rather than address the real systemic issues that are leading to these kids dying. That way their donors can keep lining their pockets, again, at the expense of your children's lives. It's sad and despicable, truly, and it's something that none of us should stand for. And these clowns are just trying to find any clever new way to just not have to do guns bad following a mass shooting.
By CNN's count, when you look at 32 school shootings since 2020, in which you have 4 or more people who have been killed, so these are the larger school shootings, only 3 of 32 of those shootings were committed by transgender shooters.
Yeah, forgive me if I don't go with CNN stats, okay? CNN has proven itself to be wholly inaccurate in all kinds of things for the last 10 years, perpetrators of the Russia hoax, and that we didn't have an open border. So please forgive me if I don't take your stats for granted.
All right, it's simple math. 2 of 32
No, it's
shootings.
not. It's distortions.
It's more of the same MAGA nonsense. We've dissected multiple times. The rejecting the validity of a source because you don't have the grounds to go after the facts they're laying out. Even a broken clock could be right twice a day. Even the least credible source can be putting forth something that is true. This is a concession, right? And his evidence for CNN being someone that we shouldn't trust is the Russia hoax, which is objectively something that happened. Russia interfered in the 2016 election. Nobody serious contests that. And then saying that CNN said we didn't have an open border, which is also objectively true. We never had an open border. I would love to know the open border policy or executive order that Biden passed. Oh, you can't name one. That's because it doesn't exist. Democrats actually put forth 2 different border bills. I don't know why we'll even go down this rabbit hole, but why not? Republicans killed both of those bills. Trump put forth none in his first term and will probably do so with none in his second term. So give up the farce.
7
I saw what
in
you
just
tweeted.
the last couple of years.
I see your list of 7.
Inordinately high. So
I see your list of 7. 2 of them
I'm
are
going to see.
Sebastian and
I'm going to
Mr.
stick
Gorka.
with the facts and not CNN's pseudo-facts.
We can't stick with your facts because they're not accurate. In fact, in 2 of them, one of the ones you quoted,
let's talk about CNN's reputation for accuracy.
In one of the ones in which you posted, there was no evidence that he was trans.
Right.
In another, the individual was known within his family by male pronouns and used anti-LGBT
you have an agenda.
rhetoric. No, well, let me ask you this. You've made it clear, and this is not going to change. You think transgender people are the problem here. So what specifically do you think should be done?
No. When did I say that?
This is the game here because he's just looking to win farm clips, whatever he needs to own the libs. Like, this is towards the end of the interview, and not a single solution has been given. When directly asked for a solution, he just goes, oh, well, tell me when exactly I said that. And surprise, he doesn't ever give a single one. All these guys are looking to do is muddy the waters to not have to do guns bad, to turn this into a debate about anything but solutions, anything about gun control, so they can then feel like they won, and boom, now we don't have to talk about it. It's why we should have to fight, why we should continue to fight tooth and nail to get gun legislation passed, crime legislation, anything meaningful, right? These are steps in the right direction because one party in America lives in a world where all they care about is winning a debate against the other, owning the libs. Meanwhile, kids are dying. ARs are being walked in schools to gun down our children. And this guy is more worried about the gender of our perpetrator than the fact that that is continuing to happen.